Hey there, and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi, Learning by Doing. So today in this video, we are going to see one topic related to orchestrator. So many times we might not be monitoring orchestrator or we might be away from the system. So how can you get email notifications for the errors or for the fatal errors or any other errors that are occurring while the bot is getting executed? So in this video, we are going to set up email alerts for orchestrator in our orchestrator. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay. So first of all, to navigate to your orchestrator, you need to go to cloud.uipath.com and then you just need to click on the orchestrator. Now this is my orchestrator as you can see. Now we are going to follow the documentation given over here. So as we can see over here on the screen, let me zoom it. Yeah. Setting up email alerts. So fatal and error alerts can be sent via email messages to user if they meet the following criteria. So first of all, what we need to do is enable email alerts from the checkbox in the settings page. Then we need to set up the email and users have a valid address specified in the user space. So obviously the valid email address is required. So we need to provide a valid email address along with the password. Now there will be two email address provided. One from which the mail is to be sent and one to which the mail is to be sent. Okay, so we need to input both of them. Now how we are going to do that? So if I go to the orchestrator and in tenant, you need to go to settings over here. So as we can see, that is the first step that we need to go to settings, and in settings you need to go to mail. So you see it's easy, tenant, settings, and then mail. Now I have already enabled over here. You see what we have to do is enable alerts email. That is what is given in the documentation. Enable alerts email, right? So once I've done it, I have to check enable SSL as well, and I have to uncheck use default credentials because we are going to give our own credentials. So now whenever we are using send Gmail message or something like that in UiPath workflow itself, what we do is we use the server smtp.gmail.com and whose port number is 587. So the similar credentials that we have given over here are smtp.gmail.com and smtp port is 587. Now smtp username and the password is where I want to you see over here. This is for how to generate the app password. Now SMTP username, the email address to send mail messages from, the same used at the step 2, in this case documentation@uipath.com. So here I have given my email address which you can see over here, parthdoshi244@gmail.com, right? So that I've given over here. Now password, even when we are developing workflows in UiPath Studio, we do not use the direct Gmail password. We have to create a app password over there. So how can you create the app password? It's very simple. So when I go to my Gmail account and I see manage your Google account, I need to click on that and then we'll be getting this screen. So here I just need to type app password. I think the spelling is wrong. App password. Mm, okay, sign in with app password. App passwords. Okay, I think it is not visible over here for some reason. But let's see in the documentation. So when you search the app password, right, you will be getting multiple options to select the app. So from the drop down list, what you need, okay, navigate to this. Let's try this. I'll sign in. Yeah. So you see mail on my computer's window. This was itself created yesterday when I was trying out this and understanding this feature. So now what you need to do is you need to select app, that is mail, and device you need to select Windows computer. And when you click on generate, a password is generated, as you can see in the documentation as well. This is the password that is generated. So this particular password is to be used over here in SMTP password. So now we have provided the username, that is our email ID, then the password. Now default from address, let's see what's written in the documentation. The email address to send mail messages from, it has to be the same one used at the step 5, in our case documentation @uipath.com. So what they are saying is whatever we are using over here in SMTP username, that same needs to be used over here, right? So if you can see, it's the same, and display name can be anything. So you see it is very easy to enable this particular alert, email alerts. What you need to do is just you need to go to the tenant settings, enable the alerts email SSL, generate the app password for your email ID, and keep it same in SMTP username and default from address. Once you have done it, you can give any default from display name. So now once this all the credentials are given, before updating it and saving it, you have an option to test. So let's click on, in order to test you need to explicitly provide a password. The password can't be empty. Okay. Okay, so I think it is asking for my previous password. Okay, let's use this. Copy, mm, paste. Me hide this and test mail settings. Sent to, yeah, parthoshi244 at the gmail.com, and the mail was sent. Let's see over here. So you see, after providing all the credentials properly, I have the mail received successfully. Hi, you are receiving this. So this is the format which you can see. Let me show you the other mails that I got yesterday. You can see over here. This is the error summary. Folder hashtag robot Parth Doshi is unresponsive. This was something I was trying. So I got this error. Now let me show you some other mails as well over here. Now you see hashtag robot Pardoshi is unresponsive. So in this way, you can receive the email alerts for your orchestrator jobs or the robots that are being executed. So I hope I have explained each step clearly in this video and you got a clear understanding of how to enable email alerts. Thank you for watching the complete video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi, Learning by Doing. Thank you.